Hey, welcome to 20 and 21. We're on day 2 of belief, I should say. And so if you were following along yesterday, you inhaled your belief oil. You thought about the things that you believed, why you believe them, where'd they come from. So I'll ask you today on day 2, where'd they come from? Is it your family of origin? For example, this is a very silly one, but when I was growing up, I thought I didn't like marzipan. Now, some of you might not even know what that is, but it's a almond paste that usually is used in candy. What is a candy? I thought I didn't like it because my mom didn't like it. And she would say, oh, that's gross. And I'd say, well, yeah, I don't like marzipan. Until one day I had some chocolate with it in it. And I thought, this is the most heavenly thing I've ever tasted. But see, because my mom didn't like it, I assumed I didn't like it. Belief is a funny thing. It can shape our whole world, and we may not even know why. So on day 2, here I'm reading from my blog, I'm going to ask you to take your belief out, put 2 drops in your hand, and breathe it in. Remember, we do this really slowly, and we let the molecules roll over in our mind. We let them change our thought patterns. And today, we're going to look at those beliefs. If you wrote it down in a notebook, if you wrote them down on a sticky note, whatever you did, take a look at it. Where did these beliefs come from? Do they line up with what I really want to believe? And if some of them are not agreeable to you, then we need to rewrite these and say, I choose to believe whatever. And fill in the blank. See, these are affirmations, words of life, speaking them out, whatever. And we write them down and then we speak it out so that our ears and our brain can hear us say it in our own voice. It becomes our belief, our view, our paradigm. Let's say your view of money isn't lining up with your purpose. What I mean by that is maybe you have a purpose in mind or a goal or a passion to give Christmas gifts to children, and yet your bank account is like, yeah, I don't know what you think you're going to give, a pencil, but you have this really big vision. Well, that's probably you have a paradigm surrounding money that doesn't line up with your belief system. So what is the truth of it? Speak that out. I have plenty, enough, and more, that type of thing. And if there's a pesky resistance saying, but your bank account had just said that you have enough for a pencil. What you want to do now is you want to take 3 of my favorite oils, frankincense. I'm just going to try to be fancy and do this, but that ain't going to happen. Frankincense, stress away, and lavender. These 3 pair together, and it's really the vanilla in the stress away. So if you have vanilla oil, go for that. But you put 1 drop of each of these, you rub it together, you breathe it in, and you just ask, why is there resistance? What's going on? What is the underlying belief that I have? And so the moment you realize, because this is what my family of origin said, this is what society says, yada, yada. Now you can take your belief oil and go, wow, now that I know that that is not my truth, breathe it in. And remove that blocker, or as I like to call it, the big box of nope that's telling you no. Breathe it in. Pause. Reach for your oils again if there's still some resistance, and keep doing that until you feel like I have broken through this. So this is a process, 21 days of belief. So if today on day 2 you're going, whoa, this is hard, I'm so sorry, my belief, how do I just change 40 years of I believe this way? No worries. That's why we're doing this for 21 days. So join me tomorrow for day 3 as we dive into more belief.